Today we're going to be looking at hormones. Now you've probably heard of this term used before, and you might even have used it in the past to justify some sort of binge, or maybe to justify some sort of erratic behaviour, or as a scapegoat for some unwanted fat gain. But what are hormones? Well, hormones are chemical messengers that are secreted into the bloodstream, and this carries them to various organs so they can complete their function. There are over 50 of these in total, and they control key bodily functions such as your mood, your energy, your hunger, and your sex drive. And they're generated from glands in the body that form something called the endocrine system. This system regulates the production of these chemical messengers, and its key function is to keep you alive. So from top to bottom, the system looks like this. Starting in the brain, you've got something called your hypothalamus and your pituitary glands. Then further downstream, you've got your thyroid gland. This is located at the back of your neck here. In the stomach region, you've got your adrenals and your pancreas. And then down below, we've got our ovaries in females and testes in males. You can think of the hypothalamus and the pituitary as the control centre for the entire system. They will send out the initial message to each gland to produce hormones when the body needs them. The thyroid controls your metabolism. Now this is the rate in which the food that you eat is converted into energy. The adrenals help produce instant energy, and this is often during stressful situations. The pancreas helps control your blood sugar levels, and the testes and the ovaries are the key reproductive glands. As I said, it's the hypothalamus and the pituitary that are the control centre of this system, but it's the hypothalamus that's going to sense what's going on around us in terms of the energy that's available from food and also how stressed we are feeling. And it will use this information to signal the pituitary to send out chemical messengers to the different glands in the body if certain hormones are required. For example, if there's been an increase in physical activity, the hypothalamus will sense this, so it will tell the pituitary to signal the thyroid gland to release more thyroid hormone, which is known as T4. Without getting too technical, T4 is then converted to T3. This is the metabolically active version of the thyroid hormone, and this is then transported throughout the body to control the conversion of food into energy, i.e. your metabolism. Now another example of how this system works would be if you're faced with a stressful situation. So let's say, for example, you're being attacked by a bear. The hypothalamus is going to sense this danger, and it will send a signal to the pituitary gland. Chemical messengers will then be sent from the pituitary gland to your adrenal glands to produce the hormones cortisol and adrenaline. And these hormones are going to help ramp up your energy levels and put you into something called fight or flight mode. Now this is specifically designed to help you either fight the bear, probably not the best idea, or run away from the bear, probably a better idea. But either way, these hormones are helping you deal with that stressful situation. So there's a constant feedback loop between these glands in the brain, and your body will regulate the production of these hormones based on the feedback. And it does all of this as a survival mechanism, which is designed to keep you alive. Okay, so let's have a look at how hormones can affect you getting to a fat loss goal. When looking to lose body fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit, and this means that you have less food coming in than you're burning off. So the hypothalamus is going to sense this. So the first thing it's going to do, it's going to start down-regulating your thyroid hormone as there's less energy coming in, so therefore there's less energy available for the body to use. And this means that your metabolism will be slower, so you have to pull calories harder and harder to keep the body burning fat. This in turn can influence your hunger hormones. There's one called leptin that controls how full you feel, and another one called ghrelin, which controls your appetite. These hormones will start shouting at your brain that you're always starving, and then when you do eat, that you're never full. Again, you need to remember that it's doing this to try and get you to eat more to ensure your survival. So you're trying to fight against these hormones shouting at you. All of this is going on whilst your metabolism is slowing down, and it can make dieting really difficult. And then add to this the fact that your sex drive is going to drop. And as I mentioned earlier, this is because of a slowdown in the production of the hormone testosterone. Now this is in males and females, so it's going to impact everyone. And this slowdown can have a massive impact on your mood, your energy, your motivation, and your metabolism. And females might often see that their period stops, and this is because their bodies stopped ovulating. And this all makes sense. It's your body's way of saying you aren't giving me enough fuel right now, so I'm not going to give you the ability to reproduce. And this is for two reasons. First of all, you're not bringing in enough food, so your body doesn't know if you can keep the baby healthy in the womb for the next 9 months. And then secondly, you may not have enough food to actually feed the baby once it arrives. So you can see how important your hormonal health is on your overall well-being. So we want to keep this on point as best we can. Okay, so how can we do this? Well, the first one is super simple. You just need to go to bed earlier. You need to focus on getting a good night's sleep, ideally 7 or more hours. Anything less than this is really going to upset your energy levels, your hunger signaling, and you're probably just going to crave crappy food all day. A lack of sleep is also going to affect your recovery from training, but it's also going to play a major role in the production of testosterone, which I mentioned earlier. And this is going to have that knock-on effect to your motivation, your mood, your energy, and your metabolism. Secondly, you need to make sure you're getting some chill time. Yoga, meditation, or going for a simple walk can really help you unwind and calm down that stress response from your daily life. Now, this in turn will stop your adrenal glands from overproducing the stress hormone cortisol, so your body can use this energy elsewhere. Third thing is you need to stop dieting all the time. Restricting your food intake all the time is the number one way to upset your hormonal health. So you need to spend a good time at maintenance rather than constantly trying to drop body fat. Your dieting to maintenance phases should be on a 1-to-1 ratio. So this means if you spent 3 months in a deficit, you should spend a minimum of 3 months at maintenance calories to allow your hormones to properly recover before you try and cut body fat again. You also need to stop overtraining when you're trying to pull calories. These are two massive stressors on the body, and if you don't have a good balance of your training, recovery, and nutrition, your hormonal health is going to be compromised. So you need to periodize your nutrition properly. You need to have scheduled deficit phases, diet break phases, and reverse diet phases that's going to allow your hormones to properly recover and allow you to get to your goal without starving yourself along the way. I've made videos that explain all of this in detail. They're on my Instagram TV page, so go and have a look at them there. Okay, I hope this video has helped clarify what hormones actually are, the significance of these, and most importantly, how to prevent the negative side effects of these impacting you getting to your goal. And if you have any questions about anything I've covered in this video, please just drop me a quick email. It's neil@inversesoutnutrition.com and I'll get right back to you.